I love to do. Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. This is part 11. We are 4 pages away from finishing this fucking chapter. I actually have to apologize last class. I realized that when I finished the scene, I didn't finish Amazing Spectacular Spider-Man number 20. I was only halfway through. So just for the hell of it, I was just going to say fuck it, because we got Hector Ayala out of it. But we'll finish it. I'm going to go through it really fast. We'll go through it again. We'll throw it in there. Even if we count this towards last class if you're doing the homework. Let's recap the last 2 pages from last class. We pretty much know where we're going with this. We're getting him into that fucking greenhouse. We walked into the slave layer thing. Let's do it here. All right, page 19. And just like a roller coaster, as soon as the rail car enters the crimson cloud, it completely drops down a long ramp. Well, now we know how they've been able to hide this place. But what amazed me was how far down it actually went, which makes you think this trace device I swallowed is about to be useless. Move that up there, right? No, we don't want, because then that drops that down, which is really annoying. We enter Venusville, which is Las Vegas on Mars. A complete crimson cloud covers the sky over the city, a permanent fixed cloud of red giving the city a Martian-type feel and atmosphere. We see a grand subterranean spectacle straight out of the city of its namesake on Mars, where dark red towers jut out of the inside mountain passages all lit by red torchlight, just like Total Recall. The railcar dips down, and zooms through the entrance of Venusville like a ride at a Martian amusement park. SFX of the railcar swooping through. Was that SFX that we missed up there? SFX of the railcar dropping down like a roller coaster ride. Okay, good. The entire view of the city whips by at roller coaster speed. But from what I gather, this wasn't some overnight operation. We're looking at an entire subterranean civilization, straight out of the Mole Men and those old pulps Uncle Ben would read to me. People were living, working, and playing. No different than my home in Empire City, just in the opposite direction. The railcar comes to a stop after going through the center of town. We see a line of armed hitmen waiting to inspect the new arrivals. We hear a voice over the speakers at the rail exit. SFX of the speakers distorting the word boxes and lettering to capture the audio quality of the underground city. The warped audio quality of the underground city. Welcome to Venusville. Your salvation awaits after this brief orientation. Please line up and prepare for inspection. The railcar opens and Peter exits with his fellow dirty, destitute veterans. He keeps his head low and army jacket collar up as the speaker repeats instructions. My instincts are always immature. I want to pounce upon the hitmen and rally these troops to a revolution. But after seeing the scale of the place, I keep hearing Fury tell me to ignore those immature instincts, keep my head down, ears open, and eyes recording. This was a recon, not a rescue. Welcome to Venusville. Your salvation awaits after this brief orientation. Please line up and prepare for inspection. The veterans are all lined up as the army of hitmen all stand in unison. Their guns are ready as the loudspeaker addresses the line of veterans. Good morning, gentlemen. I can only feel and understand what you have all been through. Believe it or not, all of the men who stand in front of you were standing in your exact position. Veterans, victims, vulnerable. Those powers that be would have you rather died in the war, so they can throw you a parade, name a street for you, and be done with it. Here your names do not matter. You will be cleansed of those bothersome titles. You will become hitmen. And your successes in this city will be measured by merit and not politics. This place can be the greatest destination of your lives, where your hard will fucking train. My dog's outside sunbathing, so I gotta keep the stupid door open. Tell me when I have a long fucking train right now. Fucking hate the trains. We're gonna look at this stupid fucking issue while I have to wait through this fucking train. Cock-sucking fucking day train. Alright, the train's gone. What are you complaining about? Veterans, victims, vulnerable. Those powers that be would have you rather died in the war, so they could throw you a parade, name a street for you, and be done with it. Here your names do not matter. You will be cleansed of those bothersome titles. You will become hitmen. And your successes in this city will be measured by merit and not politics. This place can be the greatest destination of your lives, where your hard work will be rewarded with the pleasures that you seek. And now, remove your clothes and be cleansed of the earth's poison. The veterans are then stripped down and sprayed with fire hoses filled with cleaning foam. Essentially, they are stripped naked and washed like cattle. We see the view from the secret camera as whoever is watching them is the one speaking and watching them with great delight. He seems fixated on Peter. Once you are all inspected and assessed, we will begin handing out the initial assignments. As your skills and shapes come into our light, we will find the proper place for you. Venusville is a paradise, my friends, but it is not without the extraordinary efforts of the citizens. Everyone here has their part to play. Will you rise, or will you stagger? Oh, I like that. Stagger, shagger. Page 20. We see a montage of Peter working his way up the ladder in Venusville. First, we see a shot of him dressed up like another hitman, looking exactly like the rest of the veterans brought in and transformed into new hitmen. Going undercover will be a lot easier when the dress code plays in my favor. However, there is this constant eeriness to every move I make down here. I don't need spider sense to know that someone is watching me, or all of us, constantly. We see Peter clearing latrines and toilets, nearly puking as he does it. Latrine pits. Not toilets. They wouldn't be toilets then. They're latrine pits. Clearing latrine pits. I like that. Nearly puking as he does it. The things I'll do for a broken country. I don't know how many days it took to rise from the grunt level. Not wrenching. Heaving was the word I was looking for. Dry heaving. Yes, with gastronomical disgust. The things I'll do for a broken country. I don't know how many days it took to rise from the grunt level. The lack of all sunlight down here causes major time displacement. Like someone is purposely creating Martian-like conditions. Perhaps this is a simulation for another colony, where one is judged on merit. We already did judged on merit, where one is just a cog in the machine. We see Peter and a pair of hitmen tossing glowing boxes to each other like an assembly line. I don't need X-ray vision to know the chief export of Venusville. And through my shift on the assembly line, I get the first dreaded answer to Fury's two-part inquiry. Where are the rocks going? Unfortunately for him, us, and everyone else, they're going everywhere. The boxes move fast but unable to grab random destinations off the labels. Madripoor, Citrusville, Metropolis, Corto Maltese, the Kingdom of Elviria, Kunlun, and some island in the middle of the Pacific that I never heard of. Krakoa. Krakoa. We see Peter with his shirt off but mask still on, splitting railwood with an axe. If my spider sense wasn't constantly itching at me like an unwanted tick, I wouldn't say this was the worst place I've ever been. It reminds me of the time I did on that farm. I did or I spent? I spent. Reminds me of the time I spent on that farm. Albeit without the lack of... One of the other hitmen brings Peter a thermos of water, which Peter pours all over himself in an attempt to drink it sloppy from being tired. Quitting time. End of the cycle, partner. Peter and the other hitmen have a chat while the rail car brings them to the brothel. Name's Hector, my friend. Thought we didn't have names anymore. Hey, shift's over. Who's listening? Palmer. The name's Palmer. I could really use a shower. Do they have those here? Peter enters the brothel. Enters the brothel with his fellow hitman and sees a sea of girls all clad in the infamous slave layer green steel bikinis, each one chained in a chamber with various visual effects surrounding their red light district windows, all which stand over steaming hot springs from the ground. Like Amsterdam's infamous district on Martian Springs. Oh, Mr. Palmer, they have something so much better. Welcome to Venusville Springs, baby. No better place to blow your earnings. I didn't know we got paid. Can we get that last line up here or no? Is there any shot? Nah, fuck it. Leave it there. It's an OCD thing that I cannot stand. All right, that's where we leave off. I didn't know we get paid. Which brings us now to page 21. Peter is going to enter this brothel. He's got to locate Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury's hidden chick. She's going to tell him that this motherfucker won't see chicks. He probably is into the dudes. So Peter's going to have to make some attention and find his way to the greenhouse. So on pages 21 and 22, which is today's class assignment, we've got to get Peter into that greenhouse with the Red Skull. And where we will see the frozen body of Captain America. But we have 4 pages left, so are we going to get to our climax there? If that's the case, what do we do with the last 2 pages? I guess we'll have to find out. Let's do some mining. First things first, we got to finish this stupid fucking issue that we did from last time. Remember this? We did this with the Enforcers. We don't have to stay on this too fast. We're going to blow through this fast just so we can have it done. My OCD will drive me nuts if we don't get through it. We got halfway through it. We went through this half already. But let's get to the rest of it so you know what the references are as we get to it to the next issue. We pulled Hector Ayala out. Remember, we had the stupid thing with his landlord and the fucking blaster and everything else going on, the light company and the fucking light master, and he was the guy that was getting out. For a second, I actually thought the light master was Hector Ayala, but it turns out the light master is somebody else. And Hector Ayala here is, in fact, the white tiger, because he's got the tiger amulet. And since I wanted to use the tiger amulet and actually maybe even bring in Tigra, since I just ordered a Tigra Chitara commission from my man Renato to try and see if he can duplicate what we did. Is he charging me 800, you fucker? $800 for his covers, huh? Ay, ay, ay. I'll take it to Shashan's place. Peter, you call the cops. This chick was trying to make him get. All right, so he got the tiger amulet. What happened to the amulet? It snapped off him. Oh yeah, so when the guy hit her, the fucking tiger amulet snapped off. We got to use this tiger amulet. At some point, we can use another Indiana Jones style MacGuffin. We get the tiger chick in here. Shit, Tiger could be our fucking our captive. But remember, we don't have labs here. There's no labs in Venusville. We're not playing that kind of role here. Hector Ayala's being tortured here. He's got the tiger amulet. He's like, all right, I gotta get this fucking tiger amulet against Hector's fucking throat. Once I get it around Hector's throat, he'll turn into the white fucking tiger. That's what we missed here. The white tiger is the Puerto Rican superhero. I'm not really sure what his powers is because I can care fucking less because I fucking hate Spectacular Spider-Man. It's a stupid fucking title. They added it. We get nothing out of this. The only thing we got was a name. Hector Ayala. The Light Master destroyed himself. Good. All right, so now we're all caught up. So now no more OCD. Let's get some mining done, bitches. Let's start from fresh here. Amazing Spider-Man 183. We take you into the summer of 1978. It's now July, 2026? We're taking you back how many years? 48 years. 48 years ago, The Amazing Spider-Man 1983. The debut of Big Wheel, Spider-Man's most interesting villain, smashes onto the scene astride a giant gyroscope. Peter receives doubly bad news in his personal life, while Rocket Racer continues his attack on Spider-Man. What do Spider-Man and the Rocket Racer have more in common than they realize? Oh, Christ. All right, kids. I bring you to the fucking big wheel. All right. We know what we want to do. Spider-Man is now entering a brothel, but how does he find? Oh, it's fucking train. It's fucking train. It's motherfucking train. I hate the train. All right. The big wheel. Where it stops, nobody knows. All right, he's in his classroom. He proposed to Mary Jane, but Mary Jane did not give him an answer. We're keeping Peter single because he's going to be the James Bond of our universe. We're not doing a whole Mary Jane thing. She's going to be one of many ladies. Good old Flash Thompson. He's having a good time. He's banging Sheshan. Are you the Tinkerer? Need any help, sir? So they're bringing back the Tinkerer one more time. I thought that they took him out because he was frigging the Spider-Mobile. Did he get away? Oh, okay, so he calls himself the Rocket Racer. So the Tinkerer is the one building up all these crazy things. So they give him some money. So he's the one that's going to build the gyroscope. That's his big robot toy, huh? And this guy's in the next room. I'm taking care of myself, Robber, of course. So you got to do all this evil shit because you can't get a real fucking job. So we got to feel bad for you so that you have to get money and then you need to do some quick crime. Who's this? Sure, of course. What you should do is show up here every so often. You do care about your aunt. See, the doctor's annoyed with Peter because he's always doing his stupid shit. It just so happens the roommate is the Rocket Racer. The Rocket Racer cracks a chair over Spider-Man's head, but the cops, of course, because he's the Rocket Racer, abuse him, abuse Spider-Man. They know what it's like. He gets into his Rocket Racer gear. Oh, God, this fucking idiot on a skateboard. This is who we have down here. We have the idiot in the spotboard, skateboard. But again, we never underestimate too many issues because you never know what we could pull out in terms of mining. The hope is that we always read 6 issues per class around that number, and if we do get it done, the idea is to try to mine at least 2 panels per issue unless there is nothing in here worth mining, and we keep going until the pages are written. Normal college seniors would rather a Volkswagen. Okay. Rocket Racers fighting them. They're having a nice little fight. Turns out they're both in the same hospital, and then we have who here? It's the Big Wheel. Jackson Wheel and a large gyroscope. Chasing after Spider-Man in a fucking big wheel. That's what I'm reading right now is the giant big wheel. I'm a grown man, fucking be 50 years old next year, and I'm reading about a guy in a big giant fucking big wheel chasing a fucking idiot on a skateboard, a bunch of crushed butt cars. How the fuck are we gonna use any of this? We got the rail cars, we've done the rail cars, we got the big wheel. Although the big wheel could be how the rocks get out. All right. Big gyroscope. Here we go. Gyroscope. They use gyroscopes to ship out the rocks. Gyroscopes ship out the rocks. You have to take out the runners. Like Big Wheel. I don't mind this. I don't mind the roving gyroscopes. Big wheel gyroscopes. Inside of a steel pizza. He's got to run over the rocket racer. He gets the rocket racer out of the way. They jump into the bucket of water. Everybody's underwater. Aunt May's gone. We moved into the critical war. She had another seizure while Spider-Man was here. She was given a sedative. She can't have any visitors, which should make such an attentive man feel like you very happy. Wow. This doctor hates him. Please tell me something to cheer about. Have you thought about my proposal? Oh shit, she turns him down. What gives? Why are you returning it? Come on, Tiger. You know a good old MJ is too free a spirit to tie herself down to any one swinger. There's a world full of groovy guys. Oh, she said. Oh, she jilted me. He got turned down. Peter Parker, but wait for you. You of all people. When will you ever learn that optimism is for fools? But he comes back in, and you know who's waiting for him is good old Betty Brant. White Dragon, Red Death. Oh, we bringing in more fucking B-listers and D-listers. Where are the villains, man? Where's the rogues gallery? Is that's what it is that you realize is that they're throwing in all these one-off throwaway fucking villains. They suck. It's like you have the Ultimate Warrior and you just send them out there against fucking jobbers. Because all you got is Rick Rude's the only one that can work with them. Did we get anything out of that? Did we get 2 panels out of that? Back of the line, Jesus Christ. White Dragon, Red Death. Look at this fucking imbecile. Ugh. Well, this one we get a little Iron Man. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Gene DeWolf. Every time Iron Man pops up, Gene DeWolf. Hey, we got Whiplash. Mickey Rourke's villain from Iron Man 2. Did we get anything out of there? How do I get upstairs? You catch his attention. All right, so Let's lay this out. Spider-Man's got to. We're at the brothel. All the hitmen pair off and head towards their desired dancers, while Peter takes the chance to look around and assess the situation. Desired dances. Slave dancers. Slave steel bikini dancers. While Peter takes the chance to look around and assess the situation. The idea is he's got to explain what Fury told him to look for. Peter will look upon their many faces till he locates the one he is looking for, catching her tattoo. Peter settles into her booth, and they begin to negotiate. Peter will then dress and make a spectacle. The guards come over to stop him. He lets loose, takes them down. Like I said, it's not how it's going to be written. I'm just trying to lay the page out. Before he can be executed, he is summoned. Man on the speaker, on the loudspeaker. Bring him to me. The next page should be, we get to the greenhouse where we meet Red Skull, the man behind the plan. He has Sandman and Vulture with gamma collars. He has the carbonite frozen body of Captain America on his wall. So again, we still have 4 pages. So if it ends by these 2 pages, we're going to need an epilogue, and we might have to even toss a prologue in the front of our story. We shall see. Peter enters the brothel with his fellow hitmen. Okay. That rocket racer is just fucking terrible. He's just some terrible fucking villain to throw in here right now. I didn't know we got paid. All right, so we laid the page out. The page is laid out. Now we need to get the dialogue in there, right? Formulate it. All the hitmen pair off and head towards their desired slave steel bikini dancers, while Peter takes the chance to look around and assess the situation. Get back inside, girl. All right. Relax. Once the class is over, I'll feed you. We Spice. Oh. Getting the front down the end. Too early for dinner, folks. Assess the situation. Peter will look upon their many faces. Well, he doesn't need to do that twice. But it gets us a chance to really show off all the slave layers. So many lives lost in this war. Settles into her booth. What's he looking for? Jennifer Kale. He said I would notice the tattoo, aka Swamp Rat. What's her tattoo? It's a gator with a gem in its mouth. Swamp Rat. Why is this not hit? God damn it, I hate when it doesn't hit. There we go, a little bit hotter. There we go. Two, let's do that. There we go. Nothing more annoying when you get a weak hit. It's clogged. All right. So I gotta quit and get to the edibles. All right. Slaves still begin to look upon their many faces. I don't need that. Until he locates the one he's looking for, catching her tattoo. He settles into the booth and they begin to negotiate. I bring tidings from Agent Fury. Let's see what we got. We gotta do some more mining first. Crack of the whip. Unmask him. But these slugs have left a slimy trail from the previous robberies. A trail that's been followed by the signal. It's Spider-Man. All right. Spider-Man's tracking down some robberies. As usual, we got the usual gang of costume thuggery. He comes in, throws a little cloth down on some people, throws his fucking heads around. There's a van trying to run him the fuck over. It succeeds. He gets onto the bottom of the van, pivots himself, flips the fucking van over, and someone is watching him, whips a little thing around his neck, shreds his fucking clothes, and it's Whiplash, the villain of Iron Man 2, the leader of this group. He. Oh, should we have Whiplash down there? Someone acting as like the overseer. They get inspired fast. Here come the cops. It seems the spirit of art has seen fit to spare you, Spider-Man. If I kill you, I'll delay our getaway. Captain Gene DeWolf. Police lab. Welcome back to the living, webhead. The docs pulled you through. What should I have? Loud and clear, Captain. An Iron Man. Police docs. My mask, did they? I owe you for that, lady. For saving my life. We already did that with Captain Stacy, but they left his mask on. I like that out of respect. Whiplash. If my old foe is back working as a paid assassin, then the organization he used to work for, the Magia. The Magia. They can't call it the Mafia. The ominous connotations of that fearsome name brings an oppressive silence down upon those assembled at police headquarters. Arriving at a stately mansion on the New Jersey Palisades. Oh, but look at this guy. This guy's living good here. Who's he answer to? Who's turning around? The little that goes on for passes for your mind. You let him live to satisfy your vanity. When I rejoined the Magi, I made it clear that I intended to do things my way. Merely further proof of your incapacity to take my place, Whiplash. The monitor reveals you have allowed yourself to be followed, you idiot! And reap rewards the Magia offers for ruthlessness. Oh, good Christ. Alright, so Jean DeWolf's coming in her vintage roadster, in her green overcoat, but they mean to harm the woman that I love, Whitney Frost, Madame Mask, a former Magia chieftainess. Current issues of Iron Man. See, again, it's always about giving the rub. Alright, we should definitely have an overseer in there. So that's the situation where he sees a large overseer, aka Whiplash, walking around with a large electronic whip, standing, let's see, where he sees a large overseer, aka Whiplash, walking around with a large electronic whip as the security of the brothel. All right, I like that. So we get Whiplash in here, so we mine something from this issue. I don't think I'll be using Whiplash in any fucking stories. He was already in Iron Man 2. There's nothing else you can do with him. He's a guy with a fucking whip. Shellhead's not the only one who's traded blows with the Magia. So have I. Way back in Spider-Man 73 through 75. Wow, we got spiders all over the place. Firm grip on the ceiling. He's flipping the fuck out. Now the carpet's becoming a serpent. It's going to choke the fuck out of Spider-Man. Obviously, Spider-Man is having some trippiness. Brian the Wolf, the Wraith. Oh, God, this idiot. Oh, God, this one, they brought back the Wraith. You fucking kidding me right now? Just fucking kill everybody. Kill the Wraith. That's who the Wraith is working for. The fucking brother of Jean DeWolf. Oh, they have these stupid fucking origin stories. They should have just killed this idiot. Bring his fucking mask off. He's supposed to be dead, but he's not. He's a dead cop, and then he's not a dead fucking cop. He's an idiot. Lady officer, Whiplash is gonna get away. Someone's turning into a snake, but the Wraith makes you fucking hallucinate. Wonderful. We've done hallucinations 1,000 times, and now Whiplash is hallucinating a big giant fucking python on him. He's gonna turn into a voice. He's gonna cry like an asshole. And how is this Wraith allowed to just get away with all that bullshit? So now you get the story that you were promised. The prince that was promised. When Spider-Man teams up with Daredevil. Ugh. Which brings us to the title that I absolutely fucking hate. Peter Parker, the fucking spectacular Spider-Man. I want to just literally just barrel through amazing. But again, we're doing good, and I'm enjoying the writing process. So we'll just continue to use these shitty titles and hope that fucking Marvel jumps a few that they haven't uploaded yet. I actually don't mind if they want to jump. They want to jump a few. Just leave amazing. We're so far in. All right. All the hitmen pair off, head towards the desert. Okay, Peter will look upon the many faces. All right, so Peter, let's get Peter some narration. So now the vicious cycle. So now the vicious cycle becomes complete. He doesn't pay. He doesn't pay the help. He doesn't pay whoever is in charge of this place. Whoever's in charge of this place. So now the vicious cycle becomes complete. Whoever's in charge of this place gets away with maximum labor. No, gets away with whoever's in charge of this place gets away with not paying his employees. Rather, he inebriates them. He inebriates. Rather, he inebriates them. Rather, he inebriates them, burying them under a constant pile of vice and what? Whoever's in charge of this place gets away with not paying his employees. Rather, he inebriates them, burying them under a constant pile of vice. Of vice and what? Of vice and value. Rather, he inebriates them, burying them under a constant pile of vice and value. Even if they wanted to leave, even if they wanted to leave, how would they possibly get out? Where would they go? Where would they go? Whoever runs this place has built a brilliant cycle of addiction. Of addiction. Whoever runs this place has built a brilliant cycle of addiction. Whoever runs this place has built a brilliant cycle of addiction that he's turned into production. Which means whatever he's making on those gamma rocks, he's keeping all the profits. Which means whatever he's making on those gamma rocks, he's keeping all the profits. Yay! I love my stories. Peter will look upon their many faces. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian cruise, this eternal Martian resort. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian result. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. Their playmates don't look as eager. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. This eternal Martian retirement. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian retirement, their playmates don't look as eager. Their playmates don't look as eager. I have to put that away. But I have to put that away right now. But I have to put that away right now. And look hungry for some flesh. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian retirement, their playmates don't look as eager. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. Peter will look upon the many faces of the slave layers, of the slave layer dancers. Some sad, some inebriated, some drugged up as they dance in the Martian strip club. Ugh. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian retirement, not returnal, are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. Oh yeah, enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. There's nothing coming out of here. What is the problem? I hate when this happens. Nothing coming out. I hate when this happens. Ugh. Oh, get me out of this fucking thing, which affects the writing process. With an air hole or something. Nothing. Something that's broken in here or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Hold it down. Okay. Hold it down. Hold the door. Just want to spike these things when they don't work. Crisco. Fuck you, Crisco. You're not working very well right now, are you? I see you with it oil now. Or maybe there isn't. Or maybe it just has to fall into position or some shit. Peter will look upon the many faces of the slave layer dancers, some sad, some drugged as they dance in the Martian strip club. Problem is, while these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. Till he locates the one he is looking for, catching her tattoo of a gator. Catching her tattoo of a gator. Of a gator with a bloody emerald in its mouth, in its jaws. Until he locates the one he's looking for, catching her tattoo of a gator with a bloody emerald in its jaws. She is Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. All right, Peter will say. Most specifically, one type. Most specifically, one type of. One type of. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. Most specifically, one type of lady. Type of lady. Fury described her As a southern gal, but definitely no belle of the ball. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. He described her as a southern gal, as a girl from the south, as a girl, as a brawler, as a bare knuckle brawler from the old deep south. But definitely no belle of the ball. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury said I would know her. Fury said I would know her by her mark. Most specifically, one type of lady. Fury described her as a bare knuckle brawler from the old deep south, but definitely no belle of the ball. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Not even old deep south, Citrusville. From the swampland port of Citrusville. Fury described her as a bare knuckle brawler from Citrusville. 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 Known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. But definitely no billet. We don't need no Bill the Ball. Fury described her as a bare knuckle brawler from Citrusville, known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury said I would know her by her mark. Boom. Which takes up nearly her whole back. Back and butt. Her whole bare back and butt. Yes, I like that. She's Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury said I would know her by her mark. All right. So, should they have a code? Peter settles into her booth and they begin to negotiate. I like that. Let's see. Catching her tattoo of a gator with a bloody emerald in its jaws, which takes up nearly her whole bare back and butt. Locates the booth of the one he is looking for. So we can have a really cool love scene here. Most specifically, one type of lady. Fury described her as a bare knuckle brawler from Citrusville, known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. As a bare knuckle brawler and puddle jumper, which means pilot. She's a freighter pilot. And puddle jumper from Citrusville. known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. I like that. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Well, let's put that line here. Let's introduce her first. And it was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury described her as a bare knuckle brawler and puddle jumper from Citrusville, known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. Fury said I would know her by her mark. You say I had to come all the way to Mars find me a to find me a genuine swamp rat. Peter settles into her booth and they begin to negotiate as he stays in character. I had to come all the way to Mars to find me a genuine swamp rat. aka Swamp Rat, and she is dancing over a hot spring as Peter approaches. Fury said I would know her by her mark. Love a good love scene. I had to come all the way to Mars to find me a genuine swamp rat. Excuse me? We share a friend, my dear. We share a friend, my dear. I bring greetings from a I bring greetings from Agent I bring greetings from Agent All right. Swamp Rat, Jennifer immediately Agent Kale, let's call her Agent Kale. Agent Kale immediately grabs Peter and plants a huge wet kiss on him as she drags him into the spring, into the hot spring. She whispers in his ear, keep quiet. Keep quiet, young stud. Keep quiet there, stud. You don't. They record everything here. They record everything here. Keep quiet there, stud. They record everything here. I don't know if you would say keep quiet because they're recording that. We share a friend, my dear. I've been greetings from Agent. Keep quiet there, stud. Not too loud. Not too loud there, stud. You can whisper your fantasies in my ear. Easy. Easy, kid. Easy. Easy, friend. Easy, friend. They record everything here. She whispers in his ear. Make make the font shrink smaller than regular to show that she is whispering. To make sure, it's just notes for your letterer, so you don't have to yell at him in post. If he fucks it up and nobody can read it, you can make it a little bit bigger and then make that font bigger. Not too loud there, stud. You can whisper your fantasies in my ear. Easy, friend. They record everything here. They record everything here. Agent Kale starts to undress Peter while they chat about their mutual interests. Okay? They record everything here. Who has time to listen to all this shit? Who has time to listen to all this shit? Sick fuck has all the. What sick fuck? What sick fuck is sitting around? Well, you can ask that after when they're doing all this. Agent Kale starts to undress Peter while they chat about their mutual interests. They record everything here. Kale, let's get these dirty. Let's get these dirty wares off of you. Jenny's gonna take. Jenny's gonna take good care of you. Let's get these dirty wares off of you. Let's get these dirty wares off you. Jenny's gonna take good care of you tonight. Let's get these dirty wares off. Jenny's gonna take good care of you tonight. Good service here. Found a way out yet? Have you found a way out yet? Good service here. Have you found a way out yet? Negative. I still haven't met. I still haven't met the man who runs this. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. Negative. Keep it to a whisper. Keep it to a whisper, my friend. Keep it to a whisper. Keep it to a whisper, my hero. Keep it to a whisper. Ugh. Keep it to a whisper, hero. They record everything here. Keep it to a whisper, hero. They record everything here. Okay, good. Agent Kale starts to address Peter while they chat about their mutual interests. Let's get these dirty wares off. Jenny's going to take good care of you tonight. Good service here. So have you found a way out yet? Negative. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. So we're stuck here. So we're stuck here. Nah, Alex, we're stuck here. Negative. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. Any any suggestions? Any ideas on how to get his attention? Any ideas on how to get his attention? Negative. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. The voice on the speakers. The voice on the speakers. Any ideas how to get his attention? Any ideas on how to get his attention? So you need to say it subtly without saying it. Any ideas on how to get his attention? Keep up appearances. More spam calls. To keep up appearances, Agent Kale bathes Peter in the hot spring. They continue to chat while appearing to all around like they are having a naughty tryst. Keep appearance, Agent Kale bathes Peter in the hot spring. They continue to chat while appearing to all around them like they are having a naughty tryst. Through the red lights. Through the red light. Through the hazy, foggy red light. Keep up appearances. Agent Kale bathes Peter in the hot spring. They continue to chat while appearing to all around them like they are having a naughty tryst through the hazy, foggy red light. Okay, so what you gonna say? Any ideas on how to get his attention? Agent K. He operates I've spoken I've spoken to just about every girl. I've spoken to just about every slave. I've spoken to just about every girl. I've spoken to just about every girl they've got trapped. They've got trapped down here. He hasn't sent for any of them. He hasn't sent for any of them. So we're just commodities he uses to please the workers. He hasn't sent for any of them. So we're just commodities he uses to please the workers. Some of the uh, some of the higher ranking some of the higher ranking citizens have confessed. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confessed, have confided. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in their moments. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in their moments of weakness. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in me. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in me, though. No, okay. I've spoken to just about every girl they've got trapped down here. He hasn't sent for any of them. So we're just commodities he uses to please the workers. Some of the higher-ranking citizens have confided in me in their weaker moments, in their weaker, more vulnerable moments, more comfortable. She's implying that she's working there as a whore. In their weaker, more comfortable moments, that he operates out of a greenhouse further down. I've spoken to just about every girl they've got trapped down here. He hasn't sent for any of them. So we're just commodities he uses to please the workers. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in me, in their weaker, more comfortable moments, that he operates out of a greenhouse further down. Out of a series of greenhouses further down. And he never comes out. So if you want to see him, I have a feeling he operates out of a series of greenhouses further down. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in me, though. In their weaker, more comfortable moments, implying that she's fucked around. In their weaker, more comfortable moments, that he operates out of a series of greenhouses further down. And he never comes out. So if you want to see him, I have a feeling you have a better shot. You have a better shot than I do. Implication that he's into dudes. So if you want to see him, I have a feeling that you have a better shot than I do. So what can we do here? We have any sexy things here? How many panels? We got 7 here, right? Page 21. All the hitmen pair off and head towards their desired slave steel bikini dancers, while Peter takes the chance to look around and assess the situation, where he sees a large overseer, aka Whiplash, walking around with a large electronic whip as the security of the brothel. So now the vicious cycle becomes complete. Whoever is in charge of this place gets away with not paying his employees. Rather, he inebriates them, burying them under a constant pile of vice and value. Even if they wanted to leave, how would they possibly get out? And where would they go? Whoever runs this place has built a brilliant cycle of addiction that he's turned into production, which means whatever he's making on those gamma rocks, he's keeping all the profits. Pair off and head towards their desired steel bikini dancers. All the hitmen grab drinks, grab goblets, grab steaming goblets of ale, pair off. There we go. All the hitmen grab steaming goblets of ale, pair off, and head towards their desired slave steel bikini dances. Okay, good. Keeping all the profits. Oh, god damn you. Peter will look upon the many faces of the slave layer dancers, some sad, some drugged up as they dance in the Martian strip club. Problem is, while all these veterans are enjoying this eternal Martian resort, their playmates don't look as eager. But I have to put that away right now and look hungry for some flesh. Until he locates the booth of the one he is looking for. No. Peter locates the booth of the one he is looking for, catching her tattoo of a gator with a bloody emerald in its jaws, which takes up nearly her whole bare back and butt. She is Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat, and she's dancing over a hot spring as Peter approaches. Most specifically, one type of lady. Her name was Jennifer Kale, aka Swamp Rat. Fury described her as a bare-knuckle brawler and puddle jumper from Citrusville. known as a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and freighter pilots. Fury said I would know her by her mark. Peter settles into her booth, and they begin to negotiate as he stays in character. I had to come all the way to Mars to find me a genuine swamp rat. Excuse me? We share a friend, my dear. I bring greetings from Agent. Agent Kale immediately grabs Peter and plants a huge wet kiss on him as she drags him into the hot spring. She whispers in his ear, make the font shrink smaller than regular size to show that she is whispering. Not too loud there, stud. You can whisper your fantasies in my ear. They record everything here. Agent Kale starts to undress Peter while they chat about their mutual interests. Let's get these dirty wares off. Jenny's going to take good care of you tonight. Good service here. So have you found a way out yet? Negative. I still haven't met the man behind the curtain. Voice on the speakers. Any ideas how to get his attention? To keep up appearances, Agent Kale bathes Peter in the hot spring. They continue to chat while appearing to all around them like they are having a naughty tryst through the hazy, foggy red light. I've spoken to just about every girl they've got trapped down here. He hasn't sent for any of them, so we're just commodities he uses to please the workers. Some of the higher ranking citizens have confided in me, though, in their weaker, more comfortable moments, that he operates out of a series of greenhouses further down, and he never comes out. So if you want to see him, I have a feeling you have a better shot than I do. I have a feeling you have a better shot than I do, she's implying. So get rid of this panel, because I like that right there, man. She's bathing him, it's sexy. Got 7 hot panels there, really show off her fucking body. She takes up the whole goddamn page. And I'm farting like a madman. Let's move our notes. The tiger amulet. I gotta do something with that stupid fucking tiger amulet. Let's move our notes right here. No need to hold the remote control. Chill. Tiger amulet, tiger amulet powers, just treasure McGuffey Easter egg. Tiger amulet, we know that. Indiana Jones team up. Dacmere the Enchanter, the Sorcerer, you never know. Storyville, Red Light City, Citrusville, we got it. B.R. Moss Isley, we've mentioned Citrusville. Red Skull running the place with the frozen Captain America on his wall. I think that's what we're doing. Better luck. Gyroscopes. Now, Peter could basically turn it around and say, well, let's give him something to watch here. So the idea is now he's got to get attention, right? Ah, shit. Forgot about these. Well, I just handed out this assignment to Renato. I just got to pay him for it. Slave Tiger, Frozen Craven. I don't think we're going to do that. But you never know. Keep it. We moved the notes, right? Okay. Got to get to this greenhouse. Tiger to the Tiger Amulet. Chitara Heart Menagerie. Could work too. But I like to do the agents. I want to do the sexy secret agents. I want to see if Bernardo could pull that off. I see who could do the better secret agents. Tiger Amulet. Michael Morbius runs Storyville. We'll get into the vampires maybe next one. Get drunk, make a spectacle of himself. Now I don't. Gyroscope to get out the rocks. I want to use that. Red Skull running the place, Captain America on the wall. I like it. All right, so let's get Peter into that fucking place. We get to the greenhouse. We meet the Red Skull, the man behind the plan. He has Sandman and Vulture with gamma collars. He has the carbonate frozen body of Captain America on his wall. All right, let's do some mining. We got to lay out this page. Okay, so I kind of know where I want to go. So we gotta look at this dumbass fucking scorpion right now. What is she doing? Okay. In a cool leading man James Bond move, Peter removes his mask to show off his face as he takes Agent Kale in his arms like a badass, leading man, like a badass, and kisses her deeply, figuring if they are recording, then he will reveal himself. Well then, if I have to speed up the schedule, well then, if I have to speed up the schedule, and this sick bastard is recording everything, then let's put on a show. Let's put on a show. I like that. Sexy. Cool. We cut to a shot of the camera, of the hidden camera. We cut to a shot from the hidden camera. We cut to a shot from the hidden camera where we see that they were right in that they were being recorded. We see once again our mysterious figure watching as the camera in their booth gets very foggy. The mystery figure watches and smokes as smoke, as a small plume of smoke dances around the screen, like the fog is coming off the camera into his private chamber. No words here, he's just watching. There is a half empty glass of cognac next to his hand, to his gloved hand. His thumb rubs the glass as he is watching Peter and Agent Kane during their tryst. Yeah, it's like when they were watching James Bond. The sick bastard is recording everything. And let's put on a show. Cut to a shot from the hidden camera. Yeah, I don't want any words there. He's just watching. It should be uncomfortable. SFX of musical notes lightly in the shot, showing that he is listening to music while he enjoys watching them. Yes. Music. I like the music idea. Yes, 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 yes. He's a pervert. He's watching, but maybe he can't fuck. Or maybe he's not into chicks. He's into dudes. Doesn't matter. We're getting to this characterization of here. He's enjoying watching Peter and Agent Kale. He's intrigued by Peter. Maybe he knows who fucking Peter is. Maybe he doesn't know who the fuck Peter is. We must find out. I have to toss this thing because I don't like it. All right. Let's finish this page. I don't think we'll get Captain America on this one. We'll get it on the last two at least. Then we'll need some sort of epilogue page. Maybe John Jameson taking out some criminals, perhaps. It's getting thicker. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's kicked. Is it kicked that fast? Do I fucking destroy these things that fast? Perhaps I do. God damn it. Fucking thing, I just keep falling off the fucking table. All right. Let's check on the old Kickstarter. So we are one step away, so of course we'll need a new one. All right, something's missing here. It's not getting the hit. I think it's kicked. I think we need a new one. I remember when I bought this one. Oh, wrong way. All right, here we go. New Kickstarter. The fucking Scorpion. Let's go. We might get this done in 3 issues instead of 6. Because I feel like I know what I want to do with this page. Sometimes when you get to the end, you just want to get there because it's fun. And you can't wait to make your videos in Rivet. We got the Scorpion. Of course, the Scorpion's popular now because he's about to appear in the new Spider-Man movie. Maybe he's a throwaway villain. Maybe he's a big deal. With the tattoos on his face and the Scorpion shit and the scene. We all know how he got his origin. They love to waste panels by showing you his origin for the 400th fucking time. He hates J. Jonah Jameson. Jameson hired him. He's a fucking thug. They gave him the suit. They made him have the proportionate strength of a scorpion. Spider-Man's going to try and get some shit done because he was just fighting the Rocket Racer. See, it's the cross paneling, it's the cross promotion. They're saying, you just fought the Rocket Racer in Amazing Spider-Man, so now I'm tired. And Mary Jane turned him down. I mean, are they not getting into the if I change your mind about not marrying you? No. Okay, so they did get into it. She said no. She doesn't want to marry you, Peter, so you got to go see some other bitches. I know pretty soon we're getting Black Cat. If I remember correctly, Black Cat appears in 194. She's about to debut soon, so we're getting that debut. So you know these two are breaking up. Uh-oh. There's Hector and Holly. Yay, this boring fucking couple. White Tiger. We have no idea what White Tiger's fucking powers are. Cold on a morgue sled, crazy supervillain. I am not fan of Spectacular Spider-Man. I hope this fucking title gets better. We always have to be optimistic. The chemical interreactions of unstable molecules. I wonders how Einstein did it. He's getting harder to get his studies done. She's not a fan of the art. The art here isn't sexy. The stories aren't good. So it's just like, what is this purpose? This fucking title serve? Was this good even for 1978? Or is it just, passion of the times, expecting me to bring me these pictures? Flying through the window, the Scorpion's coming to get J. Jonah Jameson. He hates fucking J. Jonah Jameson. I'm going to kill J. Jonah Jameson because every time they bring the Scorpion back, he comes back with the same exact fucking plot that he's trying to kill J. Jonah Jameson. It's like you could read these comics enough times before you realize they were just recycling the same fucking story over and over, and then Spider-Man's gonna jump in. He doesn't like Jonah, but he's gonna fight for Jonah anyway because the Scorpion's a dick, and then it's not gonna matter because Jonah's gonna blame him for it anyway. I've read the story 1,000 fucking times. I've read the story. It's aggravating how they keep using this dumb fucking story. Ugh. By the light of the silvery moonlight. Moonlight. It was like to call it the Layla show that had Moon Knight as a guest star. The old Marvel bait and switch. Can we get this done in 3 issues? Is that possible? We cut to a shot from the hidden camera where we see that they were right in that they were being recorded. They were right in that they were being recorded. Okay. He's watching silently, so we just got to lay out the rest of these panels. Marco, the boy in that booth. Should we let him finish his pleasure and bring him to me? I mean, do you want to get that fast? You just want to get it to bring him to me? The boy in the booth. Allow him to finish up. Allow him to finish. Allow him to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. All right, good. Very simple. Marco. Yeah, boss. Booth 616. I give it the old 616. Close up on the mystery man. Close up on the mystery man hitting a button. Or is that, I mean, is it that quick? Is he watching him get laid and says, send me that guy? I mean, as Peter says, let's put on a show. If they're going to be recording him, remove his mask. Peter Parker. My friends know you. They said you're quite the specimen. The Spider-Man. Close up on the mystery man hitting a button. Close up on the mystery man hitting a button. Hitting a button. Right? Hitting a button while staring at Peter's image, at Peter's hazy image on the camera. Mystery man. Marco. Yeah, boss. Head over to the brothel. Head over to the brothel. Or is he already there? Yeah, all right, he's all right. Booth 616. Booth 616. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Booth 616. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. Yeah, I like that. He's letting him get laid. He's gonna let him finish. He's showing him respect. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. So where am I going with that? Allow the hitman to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. So we just jumping right to him taking his pleasure. We transitioning out of there. Because where else can we go? Fury, Stark. Remember, we got Stark. We got Dr. O. We could show him trying to mentally, telekinetically control some nanobots. All it takes is one. So we can go show Dr. Octopus, then bring him to me. Remember, we have a lot of a lot of 8 panel pages. If we find ourselves one page short, we could stretch out, not stretch, but extend panels. Add some more scenes, some more, the occasional battle. Never filler. We have to fit it to the story. We want the challenge. The challenge is 144 panels, 24 panels at 6 panels a page. 24 pages at 6 panels a page. We did a lot of 8s and 9s. So again, we might be able to extend. Let's see. Let's see if we don't have to go there. Maybe we don't have to go there. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Then bring him to me. Booth 616. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. I'm pinning myself to a nice fucking corner because I'm like, how the fuck did they spring all these people? By the end of this fucking chapter here, they're gonna have to storm the fucking place and fuck some shit up. How does he beat the Red Skull out of there? Yeah, we need a new one. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Maybe I'm just not feeling these hits. Or maybe I'm just not seeing them, but I'm feeling them. There was some deep hits earlier. All right. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. All right, so we need the rest of this page. We have Dr. O back at SHIELD headquarters. We need to transition out. Because right now Peter's getting late. You can't just have the next scene on the next panel. Or as a joke, 15 minutes later. And they bring him before the Red Skull. I am General Johann Schmidt. Leave us. Campaign's been sent. No distress signal had been sent. All right, 13.3. Need another 700. 705. All right. Booth 616. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. All right, we should cut back the SHIELD headquarters. We should cut back the SHIELD quickly. And then, because right now Peter's getting laid, you need the transition. You need the transition of him getting laid. Because I'm no good for you. All right, good. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. I feel like I wanted to finish this and then try to take a break because we'd be done with this issue. Yeah, I don't want to buy another one. Oh, and there's fucking plenty in here. Ah! Allow the hitman to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. All right, so what are we doing here? Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Yeah, we'll get one more. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. It's a shield. All right, let's mine because I'm stuck. Whenever we get stuck, we do some mining. And look who's back. Betty Brant. Peter just got dumped by Mary Jane, and Betty Brant is hanging and banging in the apartment, looking good in the boots. She's left Ned Leeds. They were out in Europe and they were bored. She's left Ned. And she's going to start banging. You know what's funny is I don't remember her banging Flash Thompson because now Spectacular Spider-Man's going to get interested because they're going to start banging in that title. He'd be gone for weeks at a stretch. He just proposed. Mary Jane said no. So he's like, you know what? Fuck Mary Jane. I'm going to start fucking Betty Brant. See, they never bang in these fucking comic books, but in my mind, they're banging. There's no smoking it here, Mr. James. What, you want me to snuff this out? You know what these cost? You know how many Cubans are nets? All right. Oh, look, they have him in the tank. All the issues before when I did it myself. Look at that shit. We can't cure him. It's beyond our knowledge. He'll have to remain in this cryogenic chamber perhaps forever. What, you sniveling little pipsqueak? You can't cure John Jameson? Are you telling me all my money is useless? You fifth-rate Schweitzer. All right, I like this. We got him in the tank, but we already got him out of the tank. We did the whole thing with the spores. We can't have him in a tank again. I knew they have in a cap and a gown waiting for me. Well, I don't know why they didn't have a cap, but I was able to scrounge one up. I'm sorry I didn't complete school. What are you going to do with yourself now? Enroll in grad school. A simple BA doesn't get you far when you're a science major. Got to get my PhD. Dr. Peter Parker has a nice ring to it. Walk me to the phone, will you? That's Philip Chang. He's always out of it. Never associate with anyone. He doesn't seem to care about anyone but himself because he's the white tiger. Philip Chang, my name is Pete. Peter Parker. I just wanted to. Oh no, they found me. Get away, get away. All right, he's a fucking weirdo. With this kung fu shit. It's haunted me since I left Hong Kong. They've mentioned Hong Kong a few times. We should put Hong Kong in that list of cities. Fuck it. Get Hong Kong in there. Get it in there. Gordo Maltese. Hong Kong. Oh, goddamn, what did I just do? Good. Because I'm no good for you. All right, move the notes out because we know where we're going. The Red Skull. Gyroscopes to ship out the rocks. They're going to have to take a gyroscope down to him. All right, I like that. All right. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure, then bring him to me. Meanwhile, all right, let's get to Philip Chang here real quick. What's Philip Chang all about? I'll give you a call after dinner at my place. Spider-Man swinging around the city. He wants to bang Betty, but then he sees all these dragon guys in Chinatown. Kunlun. Hong Kong. I like throwing Hong Kong in there. All right. He squirts these guys in the face. He says, look, I'm not going to pressing any charges. Hangs it up. Can't fuck with people in Chinatown. It's the triads, baby. He's going to hang with Betty Brant. She's got the bob cut. She wants to get laid. Philip Chang is a waiter at this restaurant. He's chasing him downstairs. Come on, dude. What's going on with you? Come fucking talk to me. ESU's great new brand. You transfer from Hong Kong. Yes, my life was a danger in my homeland. What have you already revealed will not matter, Philip Chang? If not, the White Dragon should slay you. Oh god, look at this stupid fucking outfit. Look at the dumb outfit he's wearing. He squirts some fucking green acid. He runs away. He takes Philip, throws him the fucking thing. Obviously, Philip's related to somebody. Someone's getting fucked up. Do we make a cut? I think we have to cut away. We got to either cut away to John Jameson taking somebody out as a werewolf, or you wouldn't want us to make a long distance phone call to Hong Kong, would you, Chang? Which of the dragon gangs will you join? Oh, good God. Oh, God, dragon gangs. Here we go. Kick his ass. Please, Seabass. We got this idiot in the fucking white dragon suit. Could you smash him into a fucking wall, please? Can we do the old Superman wall smasher? Okay, they're gonna lower him into a fucking vat of acid. Please do us all a favor. Lower us all into the vat of acid. But luckily, he's wearing his Spider-Man acid fucking cape. Right? Is that right? Is it acid, right? You did check it. Now it's too late. For a moment, the oil I have just ignited will burn the very flesh from Spider-Man's bones. Oh, good Christ. And then Spider-Man graduates. He graduates. Look at you, Spidey. Which brings us to Team Up 73, Spider-Man and Daredevil. And then we'd have to close it out with Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Moon Knight. The only reason I'm sticking around this is to watch the affair between Flash and Betty. I fly in vengeance. Oh, good God. All right, what do we got? Do we get anything out of there? Okay. Oh, we got our third panel. Okay. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. We cut away to the ruins of the White House. Where the sun sets on the end of another day. Now we'll do the caption across the screen. Caption across the panel reads, Meanwhile, while Peter enjoys a respite from his mission. Meanwhile, while Peter enjoys a respite from his mission, we cut into the lab of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the bunker under the White House, where the lab is empty at present, except for the Bacta tank containing Dr. O. So we'll do some exposition about what the doctor's up to. We'll throw some cool other missions in there about other things that are going on, other agents being sent out. The agents are being dispatched. Close up on the instruments surrounding Dr. O's Bacta tank. As the cables and tentacles start lightly writhing around the tank, showing Dr. Octopus being slightly restless In a dreading closing shot, we see a small collection of nanobots sitting idle by the instruments. Did I not move these notes down? I thought I moved these notes to page 22. Okay, we did. We must move them here. The middle of the night. Might as well get this done here now, so that I don't have to do it later. We're so close to being done with another chapter. You know what? Instead of buying, well, like I said, I'm going to Jersey on Friday, so I might as well just get one more pen. Enjoy myself. Be stoned and stupid. Might even get a massage. Well, no, I'm getting a foot massage tomorrow, so perhaps no massage today. And a dreamer, and a man. All right. Page 24. Okay, we're not doing that one yet. We pretty much know how we're ending this story. We're going to show the good old fashioned. I'm going to show Captain America trapped. Carbonite frozen body of Captain America. So, which is going to give us a reason as to why Red Skull wants Fury to finish up. Everybody's got a scheme. He is interested in keeping Peter alive, and he will ransom him. So, we get to have a little intrigue at the end, where, like, Red Skull will say, "You are my captive, and I can kill you now in many painful ways. Don't worry, you will." The lab is empty at present, except for the Bacta tank containing Dr. O. Close up on the instruments surrounding the doctor's Bacta tank. So we know what we want to do. We're laying the page out. Yeah, boss. Booth 616. Allow the hitman to take his pleasure. Then bring him to me. Meanwhile, while Peter enjoys a respite from his mission, we cut into the lab of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the bunker underneath the White House. The lab is empty at present, except for the Bacta tank containing Dr. O. Okay. Problem is, who's telling the story? Narrator. Fuck it. We cut into the lab of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the bunker under the White House. The lab is empty at present, except for the Bacta tank containing Dr. O. You got 4 panels left here, and we're done with this class. Then we can close it out. One more class. Daredevil will die at the hands of the owl. Oh, we have 2 more issues to read if we can't get this done. If we like to do it in our normal. So Matt Murdock and Peter Parker are chilling, but Matt Murdock gets a little thing, and the owl is at work. Oh, Owlsley, I remember them from Daredevil. Kingpin killed him. I watched him die in issue 145. How blimey could split so fast. All right. Nice going. Let me change into, what do you say? Bruce Jenner running the decathlon. It's Caitlyn Jenner now. Maybe I didn't know. Search my soul later. I gotta go find a fucking owl. The Court of Owls. Professor Kerwin appeared in Daredevil. And what Professor Kerwin says. I never felt better. There's no need for to convalesce another 3 days as the professor recommended. All right, gives a shit. For months I've lain cooped up and inactive, recuperating from my last encounter with Daredevil. They're like, please go and read Daredevil. Frank Miller's not writing it yet, and it sucks right now. He fell into the water. Leg braces. Design broke the impact. He should have died, but he didn't die. 24-hour rescue unit, according to the scope, the boss is down there, won't last long. You're telling me. We got the boss. We kept him from freezing, but of course he's been healing up for months. The rest was rather simple. My loyal servants persuaded the good professor to perform the unnecessary function to preserve my life. There we go. I gotta spend 45 minutes describing how. So now we're gonna rob the Diamond District. Good old-fashioned thievery. Daredevil, telegrams. Spider-Man's gonna jump in, whip some ass, stop the jewel heist. Daredevil's gonna come in and team up too and say, look, I gotta find the owl. He's up to no good. These guys work for the owl. Don't be a dick. Let's you and me fucking team up, all right? You and me. Let's go after this prick. He's going over the bridge. Jersey Palisades. Great timing. Look at that. Darkness hides a scene far more startling than the sight of two heroes swinging across the George Washington Bridge. Really? Less than a mile away on the New Jersey side of the Hudson River. Oh, I like that. That's where I'm going this weekend. Isn't that nice? So Daredevil and Spider-Man are teaming up. The Owl's pissed off. He says, dude, I want to steal some shit. You're not letting me steal some shit. Can we use any of this? The Owl Copter. The Owl Hair. He's taking it very far, but he likes owls. I can't argue with a man who likes owls. The Temple Owls. Close your eyes and come with me. Temporary reprieve. Will be invaded. You are to protect me, please. Coup de grace. Professor Kerwin's my prisoner. I'll kill him. Only target, only threat, death blow, Chinese dinner. Everybody's getting flipped around. Arthur Murray's help me, help this guy, beat this guy up. Daredevil's jumping this one, jumping that one. Time for the main event. I got you at my feet. Surrender, I'll kill the fucking professor. I'm gonna bank this one off the fucking side of the head. You got a pounding headache. I'm taking him now. We're getting out of here. Stupid fucking story. Oh, well, look at this. This is the infamous issue where Spider-Man teams up with the guys from the crew from Saturday Night Live. Oh, I want to read that. Good. That'll help us end the class, our final class. So we close out the novel. Well, this chapter of the novel, and we'll open the new one with Peter. No, we'll end it with Peter's graduation because that'll be to my next class. We got one chapter left of this class. Let's see if we get two panels out of that fucking issue. Time displacement isn't just affecting Peter Parker. A former genius. Time displacement isn't just affecting Peter Parker. A former genius finds the same affliction. A former genius finds the same affliction. Affliction? Affliction. A former genius finds the same affliction as he floats. As he floats in a back to tank that has become his prison. And yet, a former genius finds the same affliction as he floats in a back to tank that has become his prison. And yet, ironically, he has never felt happier. He is at peace with nothing in the way of acting upon his true nature to use his brain as the ultimate weapon. To use his brain as the ultimate weapon. Close up on the instruments surrounding Dr. O's Bacta tank, as the cables and tentacles start lightly writhing around the tank, showing Dr. Octopus being slightly restless. He is at peace, with nothing in the way of acting upon his true nature, to use his brain as the ultimate weapon. Time displacement isn't just affecting Peter Parker. A former genius finds the same affliction as he floats in a Bacta tank that has become his prison. And yet, ironically, he has never felt happier. Without the use or need of bodily without the use or need of physical desire, of physical without the use or need of physical satisfaction. He is at peace, with nothing in the way of acting upon his true nature, to use his brain as the ultimate weapon. Like a conductor, he utilized humans as his avatars, while he communicated instructions and walked them through cardiac dissection using nanobots secured by shield. Like a conductor, he utilized humans as his avatars, while he communicated instructions and walked them through cardiac dissection using nanobots built with his design from parts secured by shield. Like a conductor, he utilized humans as his avatars, while he communicated instructions and walked them through cardiac dissection using nanobots built with his design from parts secured by shield. It's too much of a run on. He walked them through cardiac dissection using nanobots built with his design from parts secured by shield. We see the small collection of nanobots sitting idle by the instruments. Let's add some more lines here first, though. He walked them through cardiac dissection using nanobots built with his design from parts secured by shield. And saved the life of Tony Stark, the world's richest and smartest man. Someone he once strove to emulate. Even in this underground bunker, he can hear them celebrating. I like this. At first, he's at peace, and then he hears them, someone he once strove to emulate, even in this underground bunker. Even in this underground bunker, where sound where sounds what? Sounds where sounds collide into the caverns. He can hear them celebrating, enjoying a feast secured from Empire City. He can hear Stark, Fury, and the agents, the angels, the Furies. They are celebrating. They are celebrating life. They are mocking him. The angels, the Furies. He can hear Stark, Fury, and the agents, the angels, the Furies. I like this. Wait a second. Okay. Enjoying a feast secured from Empire City. He can hear Stark, Fury, and the agents. You see a small collection of nanobots sitting idly by the instruments. Like this. The angels. Angels. The Furies. They are celebrating life. All because of him. He was their savior. Now they have left him alone so they could mock him. See, the idea is we see a small collection of nanobots sitting idle by the instruments so they could mock him. Wait, did I miss a note here? Nope, we get to the greenhouse. They'll use the gyroscopes to take him further down to the greenhouses. I like that. We already write page 23 and 24. We know that shit ends. And now they have left him alone so they can mock him in a horror style closing shot. We see the idle nano bots come alive. Being slightly restless. The the tank begins to bubble and boil. As we see a small collection of nanobots sitting idle by the instruments by the tank. Now he's getting mad. In a horror-style closing shot, we see the idle nanobots start to come alive. Hatred can be a powerful motivation. Anger can be a gift when channeled. When channeled with focus. Hatred can be a powerful motivation. Anger can be a gift when channeled with focus. And as for paranoia, that's just a wild card. Yes. So the idea is that we've left him alone. He's listening to them all in the next room, drinking, celebrating, eating. He's pissed off. The tank's bubbling up. He's getting fucking mad. He's starting to get some telekinesis. Bang! Done. But you know, for the fuck of it, let's get some notes for the last 2 pages because I don't think it's going to take us long to do the last 2 pages. by the light of the silvery moonlight, just so we can get this fucking spectacular Spider-Man out of the goddamn way. We can add it to the homework. Commissions on organized crime. Who is this? Attorney Blake Tower. Is he gonna get blown away? Blake Tower's dead. Moon Knight's gonna save him. Moon Knight's coming in and whip some ass. Police informants. Everybody's shooting at Moon Knight. Oh shit. Did they kill this guy? They miss Moon Knight. Moon Knight drops a little fucking crescent kick. Punches somebody in the face. What happened here? Is Blake Tower dead? I guess they got Blake Tower. Had a dreamer and it made it. Come on, give me something here. All right, that's fine. All right. Tonight, the Magia 1, Justice 0. Oh, good lord. I had to go all the way to Jersey with Iron Man on the trial of Whiplash and Marvel Team Up. They just make these as commercials for their other stupid shitty fucking titles. Okay, they're replastering the walls. He shuts the lights on. Who's there? Betty Brant is trying to fuck Peter. Now we got Peter getting bathed in the hot springs, so we are close. We got the landlord. She's all pissed off. They're going to see Star Wars. All I can think of is Mary Jane. The art's getting a little cooler. The art's definitely getting different. Maybe they're getting better on the art. White Tiger. He keeps thinking about this imbecile Hector Ayala. They keep throwing this asshole in issues to get him off the fucking ground. Much of Conquer Lord's files. Zimagia. I want you to read Marvel from here. I would if you did a good job with these. Sometimes they do. All right, so Spider-Man's going to get in these and whip some ass. So what's going to happen in our last 2 pages is basically he's going to be brought into the greenhouse. And I think the Red Skull's going to lay out his fucking plan to ransom him because he wants to basically be Captain America or he wants to go blow up the fucking planet. He is stuck there. He is stuck down in Venusville. He cannot breathe the air. We're definitely going there. That's where we have to go with those last 2 pages. He's got to breathe the air. We don't have to just be like, oh, okay, here's Captain America on the wall frozen. Oh, God, Cyclone. Who gives a fuck? Ugh. This fucking hate Spectacular fucking Spider-Man. Holy shit! Does this fucking title suck? All right, kids, we're out of here. Peace, love, and war. All that in between. We got 2 pages left. I have a feeling we'll finish it tonight, and that means we'll have the videos up tonight. We'll start feeding them into revenue.